This video and its contents are for adult collectors. Transformers Collectors Club Scourge is a figure I didn't think I was going to be getting anytime soon. However, a good deal on eBay got it in my hands. And while this thing has the reputation of an amazing figure, it kind of falls flat once you get it in hand. I do really like it. It has an amazing modern vehicle mode and looks great, but it's held back by its size, and getting to the truck mode is also extremely fiddly. I do like it. Once you get to truck mode, you are in for a treat. The black colors with the teal stripes and the amazing trailer hitch, as well as the dually wheels on the back, really help this guy stand out from even the most modern and relevant versions of Scourge. As I said earlier, this thing was only available through the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service, making it a bit of a rarity, and it also means it comes with this cool collector's card here. I do like a lot of the color choices here as well. The silver lined windows look very, very nice. That said, he's not the most spectacular. There are QC issues that come with being a Collector's Club figure, such as my stripes not being the same width. But there's other things here, like the fully filled in back plate, that make this a amazing standout among other Optimus Prime molds. I do like what we get with this toy though. You see a fantastically modern vehicle mode, which was standard for the time, and it's something I wish we would come back to. But, as I said earlier, he's kind of small. For comparison, we have the original RID-01 Scourge, a monolith of a figure, the Legacy Scourge, something more tangible, and the Spy Changer Scourge, and of course, Machine Wars Hoist. So, transformation on TFCC Scourge here. This is a very, very interesting transformation on this guy. I'm going to start by flipping up these panels right here, removing this sword from behind the legs, and folding down this gate. From there, we can fold out the feet, which I've been told to be a little careful with because some parts on the feet are fragile. From there, we can start untabbing the doors and kind of getting everything ready to transform. So then we untab the arms from the cab section and split the front, very classic Laser Prime. From here, what you want to do is rotate this panel up and kind of fold these in and then tab them together. And that's going to form his backpack. From there, I like to bring these leg flaps just kind of so they're pointing straight out. And then we rotate the wheels, and they are on sliders, so you're going to rotate them around and slide them into themselves. Now mine is a little finicky to get in there. Everything about this toy is a little fiddly. So you want to slide them in like that, they compress a little bit, and then fold these panels all the way around. And we can do that now on this side as well. So then, once again, same thing on the other side, rotate the wheels around until they line up, and then compress them into the legs. And it's a pretty slick little step. I do like how they get this shape out of this leg, like how they get the wheels to rotate and kind of do a movie Optimus thing. From there, kind of want to straighten out these arms, so that way the panels are facing on the inside, and we're almost done. You can kind of see where everything's going to go from here. So now it's just a matter of getting this right there. So what you want to do is you want to lift this panel back and fold the head out. Take these panels right here on each side and push them in. Rotate the entire cab section up, and then kind of get it in there and compress it down. So you can see it's on a track and it slides down. It's a very, very cool step. Lastly, flip the head down, and there we have him, but we're not quite done. The sword also does transform. You want to bring this down, take the hitch and slide it all the way down on this inside track until it hits the bottom, and then hook it around the base right there. And there, of course, is his Sword of Fury, so we can give that to him. And of course, that is TFCC Scourge in his robot mode. Robot mode on Transformers Collectors Club Scourge is a very different look. It is a modern Optimus Prime. This was a very cool figure back when it came out and had a very, very unique aesthetic. I really like everything here, and the head sculpt is shockingly aggressive for an Optimus Prime mold. I really, really do like how it comes out here. And then the chest even has like molded matrix details. That's something we hadn't really seen on an Optimus, let alone a deluxe Prime, ever. The shoulder guns are picked out with some nice teal accents, but there is some things about this guy that are kind of problematic. While he does have a cool sword, his color scheme is different. This is the first time that Scourge actually had like windows on his chest. Laser Prime didn't have windows, and Scourge certainly didn't. So to see the window chest kind of make an appearance here is a little, you know, different. We don't see that. Other details from the original Laser Prime mold are picked out here, such as the shoulders, the knees, and I do love how he looks holding that trailer hitch sword. It just looks fantastic in his hands. And I think when you get him posed up and ready for the camera, despite his limitations, he does look pretty fantastic. For comparisons, of course, we have Spy Changer Scourge, the hulking beast that is the original RID-01 Scourge, Legacy Scourge, and of course, Machine Wars Hoist. Articulation on Scourge is less than what I would like, I'll be super honest. He does have some really good points of articulation, especially for the time, but where we're at now, he just doesn't compare. So he has a very, very emotive ball joint at the head. You can look left, right, up, down, not super far up, but you can tilt it there, and you can tilt it at the base there to get him looking super far down. These shoulders do rotate 180, so he has that over the new Legacy one. They go out about that far. They can bicep swivel, and then he has less than 90 at the elbows. This is kind of where he starts to fall flat, is specifically at the elbows and the knees. So he has less than 90 at the elbow. He has a ball joint wrist with a pivot here, so he can do sword wielder poses. That's really nice. The waist is super impeded, basically not being able to go anywhere, even though he does have a waist joint. It almost feels spring-loaded too, so it kind of feels like he has like a 2002 He-Man power punch thing going on. Ball jointed hips that go less than 90 forward, less than 90 back. They go about that far out. Thigh swivel, less than 90 at the knees as well. You can see he barely gets any knee movement there because of these tires right here. And then his ankles are double jointed. He has a rocker here, and then he has a ball joint at the actual ankle, which lets him get a super deep ankle tilt. So while he does have lots of articulation, especially for what, 2010, 2011, this is an incredibly posable figure for that time, but he doesn't really live up to the hype that was built around this toy. Overall, Transformers Collectors Club Scourge is a great addition to the Scourge lineup. He has a clever transformation and is a faithful update to that original RID 2010 figure, with a great color scheme that mimics that original style. The problem is that he really does end up falling flat when you compare him to the other offerings for Scourge at the time, that realistically just being the Spy Changer and the original. He's too small, he has a hard time posing, and he has that funky 2010 aesthetic about him. Reveal the Shield was known for having a more movie-based look to itself. It was trying to fit in with that stuff while also trying to fit in with classics, and it ends up looking really different to everything else that we have nowadays. With that all said, I do think he's really cool, but I don't think he's worth the 100, 110 that people are asking for this guy. If you can pick him up for 60, 70 bucks, I think he's fine. I think 70 is still too much for him, but 60 or around there, he's serviceable, I guess. With that all said, thank you so much for watching. YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here. Don't forget to check out the description for the support links, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession. I'd also like to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters, Luke Thompson, Grim Lockdown, Proton Collectibles, Max Devonshire, and Beyblade Sandwich. Thank you for supporting the channel.